It's never too late is a famous expression that succinctly describes Joan McDonald's everyday life. Until a few years ago, the 77-year-old lady from Canada was overweight and suffered from serious health problems. But one day, her life changed dramatically thanks to sports. Now she doesn't need medication to keep her wellness. But how did she come to this? And how did she manage to lose almost 70 pounds at such an age? Joan McDonald has been overweight for decades. She had a bad marriage when she was young and began to numb her problems in a simple way, by eating all the time. It's not hard to guess that this method did not spare the woman's figure, and her weight began to gradually increase. At some point, the arrow on the scale of Joan was close to 200 pounds. For a short woman, it was very critical. In addition, extra pounds began to affect her health. The pensioner was concerned about high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and heartburn. With all of this, the old lady coped only with the help of medicines. Also with age, the woman began to have joint pain. She even underwent surgery on her knee. After the medical intervention, Joan could hardly walk up and down stairs on her own and was unable to exercise. Daughter Michelle, seeing that her mother's health was deteriorating, convinced her to take care of herself. Joan went to visit her daughter in Mexico, where they spent 2 weeks together. The young woman showed her mother how she lives her life. She shared healthy habits, healthy recipes, and simple home workouts. When the woman returned home, she continued to live the life her daughter showed her. In just 6 months, she lost 45 pounds. The woman didn't stop there. She started going to the gym. Because of her workouts at the gym, Joan lost another 25 pounds. She did not have such a body even in her youth. The struggle for a perfect physical shape, of course, was not easy. She had to be at the gym 7 days a week, morning and evening, eat on a schedule, constantly measure and monitor the results. Retirees, as you know, are very slow and lazy. It's problematic to change over all at once, Joan says. Of course, I have other hobbies. I spend time with my family. I want to stay a good example. The woman has had to resort not only to exercise, but also to change her diet completely. Her diet now consists of a balanced diet of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. The first 3 meals of the daily diet are slightly more than the next 2. This is due to her morning workouts. Currently, Joan eagerly shows off her favorite exercises on Instagram. The woman is pumping abs and pulling weights, doing push-ups and pull-ups. At the same time, Joan does it everywhere, in the gym, at home, or on vacation. She bungee jumps, does yoga on the beach, and runs in the morning. However, Joan, like any grandmother, loves to pamper her family with homemade baked goods and shares her favorite recipes with her followers. Here's what Joan McDonald advises people who also want to become healthier and more beautiful. 1. Clearly identify the things you want to change in your life and in yourself, and write them out on a list. 2. Make a second list. Include the new daily habits you want to acquire and focus on them. Too often, we convince ourselves that we do small things, because we focus too much on the enormous distance we have to travel to reach our goal. Having lofty goals is great, though. Never forget the importance of focusing on the daily habits that are necessary for overcoming that great distance. Because the great journey begins with a first step. 3. Make a clear workout plan. Or, better yet, ask professionals to competently do it for you. Do not chase a quick result. Monitor your state and listen to your body. Forget the old-fashioned exercises. You should only do real exercises with dumbbells, barbells, and machines. Joan McDonald changed her workout program every week, and, according to many experts, this is the right thing to do. Firstly, the moment of monotony disappears when performing the same exercises causes boredom and the person simply loses interest in the sport. Secondly, the change of workout programs makes it possible to adjust the degree of load and work out all muscle groups. 4. Revise your diet. You should drink plenty of water and eat plenty of protein, because the older you get, the less protein you absorb, so eat more of it. But do not overdo it. You should not consume more than 30 grams of protein at a time. excessive consumption puts a heavy load on the liver and kidneys. So, the rule of thumb is 2 grams of protein for every kilogram of weight, based on your ideal healthy weight. Also, don't forget vegetables and foods rich in healthy fats, such as nuts and avocados. 5. Tell your loved ones about your goal. My husband, when he found out I started working out, immediately gave me an exercise bike and started to eat healthily like me. I really needed that support, Joan says. 6. Don't forget about getting good quality sleep. Sleep is the key to health. Sleep produces a number of important hormones, regenerates tissues, and replenishes physical strength. The brain is also not idle. Some of its areas become even more active than in the waking period. And lack of sleep leads to overeating and being overweight, loss of productivity, and loss of motivation. 7. Change your attitude toward progress and praise yourself even for small successes. Praise gives the brain a sense of joy and satisfaction and increases mood, confidence, and self-esteem. When we praise ourselves and acknowledge our successes, we feel loved, appreciated, and happy. To praise ourselves is to keep moving forward. By rewarding ourselves for our successes, we also help set ourselves up for further accomplishments and future achievements. 8. And finally, learn to sincerely love yourself. Self-love will allow you to get rid of comparisons with others. When a person loves himself, he is sure of himself and evaluates himself sensibly. In this case, it makes no sense to compare yourself with others because you know what you need to work on. Loving yourself gives you the confidence and motivation to go further. After all, you know you deserve better. Joan also recommends reading the book The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. The author is a PhD and a practicing psychologist who studies areas such as personal effectiveness, relationships, and self-development. After reading this book, Joan became more aware of herself, and it helped her to be more effective and not lose her motivation. McDonald offers just one piece of advice for older women who want to get into fitness and self-improvement. Age is just a number, and you don't always have to fear working out just because you're over 70. Everyone is strong and capable of change. It's a shame that retired women are often considered fragile. Even if you can't turn back the clock, you can start it up again.